Hey there everybody and welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a quick one. It'll just be a 2026 yearly update video. So to keep a long story short, I pretty much just want to step away from solely playing horror games and indie horror games. Still going to play them, still going to be on the channel, still going to be plenty of that content if you're there for it, especially the indie horror games and the horror game playthroughs. But I will eventually start introducing games that are not horror related. Whatever's going to come out first that's not horror related, I do not know. I don't really have much of a plan. I have a few games in mind, but I don't know what to start with or what to really do. So I think I'll just jump into it eventually and just start recording and upload that, and you'll see what it is. But so far I don't have any games to tease you with on what you'll see. I mean, I have a few games and ideas, but I don't want to say anything, any empty promises and stuff. But right now I think that yeah, you're definitely gonna start seeing games that aren't horror related. I'll still play plenty of horror games, as I just said. I know that I need to play Silent Hill 3. That's one of the first playthroughs on the channel. The first one I actually completed fully from start to finish was Silent Hill 1 on the PS1, and then I've played the Silent Hill 2 remake last year, and I fucking uploaded that. And now, yeah, next to Silent Hill 3, of course, and I'm definitely going to be playing that. Very excited to. That's going to happen this year sometime, don't know when. I'm going to try and hopefully make it so it's not too late in the year, but definitely be prepared for Silent Hill 3. To keep it short, yeah, there's going to be less focus just on horror games, and it will be just whatever, really. Just play whatever I want to play, and you know, experiment a bit with different type of videos, maybe some challenge videos I kind of want to do. But yeah, we're going to be really switching things up, and I really hope that it doesn't lead me to stop playing horror in general. I still love playing horror, but you know, sometimes you need a bit of a break. And actually, originally the reason I kind of had a long break from just playing YouTube was because all I played was indie horror games, and eventually I got bored and I got sick of them because they weren't. Not all of them were very good, and you don't know when good ones come out or interesting one comes out. And yeah, I just wanted to step away from that. So I am going to be playing some, possibly try and find some quality control method and just play the better ones, so that when I do play an indie horror game, it is good quality. Unless it's in like a 3 random horror game video or like a multi game video where I play a bunch, and then that way I can let some bad ones slip in. Maybe we can shit on those or whatever. But yeah, that's gonna be how I do the indie horror games. And yeah, so of course there's the full length horror games like Silent Hill 3 coming up. And I still want to play through the Resident Evil games. That will happen eventually. I want to start doing that, especially since Resident Evil 9 is coming out. Not so sure I'll not really going to be sitting there and play through all of them and marathon them before the game comes out, but I mean, yeah, definitely, you know, interested in that. As for what other type of games I'm going to play, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. As for a very big glaring issue, that's something I fucking hate on this channel, big issue being there are a lot more, I think, full gameplays that are not finished that are finished. So I think the very first playthrough, the very first video I ever did on the channel was Remothered Broken Porcelain. I never finished that. I just never finished it. And sadly, I never finished Resident Evil 4 Remake, and I played that the day it came out and was uploading it early on. And then I started to upload the Separate Ways DLC, and my computer ended up dying, so I lost the last Separate Ways video. I lost some Cry of Fear videos and Persona 1 videos because I did upload a few parts of Persona 1 and a few parts of Cry of Fear, but ever since, because I lost like part 3 or part 4 of those, and it was still early on, I decided, right, I'm just going to delete them from the channel so they don't exist anymore, and eventually I'll go back through and I'll eventually play Persona 1 or the other Persona games, and I'll play Cry of Fear sometime this year. Definitely plan to do a Cry of Fear playthrough, so I can just gush over it while I play it. So yeah, and there's other games there like Obscure and Fatal Frame. And I think what I'm going to do this year is really decide on what to get rid of. Fatal Frame, I had one video. I think I'm going to go back and just delete that. Because, I mean, it's not that I'm, like, embarrassed by it, but, I mean, it's just one video. It leads to nothing, and it's recorded in how I used to record. And I do want to get back to recording in different ways now, but, I mean, we'll, you know, we'll experiment on recording throughout the year. I know there's other games like Obscure. I think I'll just play the Steam versions of that. I didn't actually realize that on Steam. I'm pretty sure the only difference is it doesn't open with, is it Sum 41, I think? Can't remember off the top of my head, but there's some, like, pop punk band It has an opening. I think they just take that out in the Steam version for whatever reason, copyright, I guess. So yeah, I'll play through Obscura again, and probably yeah, do that this year and try and you know, actually have a finished playthrough. So yeah, I've got to really be careful what I start and upload, because I don't want to end up having more games that are just dead ends and I never finish. And I mean, you know, sadly, yeah, I've lost some recordings of stuff where it's not gonna happen. Yeah, and eventually I will go through Resident Evil 4 again. I mean, I love that game. Same with the other Resident Evil remakes. I'll play through the Obscura again, like I said, and all that stuff. And maybe Fatal Frame. I mean, I admittedly, last year I did record a Fatal Frame playthrough and I got near the end and I decided to scrap it because I didn't like how I recorded it. I just wasn't in the headspace right now. I just kind of, it's shown very clearly that I wasn't in the mood to play the game when I was playing it mistakenly, so that's on me. Maybe I'll give Fatal Frame 2 a go before Fatal Frame 2 actually comes out. Sorry, Fatal Frame 2 Remake comes out, because that would be very interesting, I reckon. As for new games over old games, I definitely want to play a lot more older games on the channel, because I mean, I have a whole catalogue of games that I've either played and loved or I just haven't played at all. Some newer games, there are some coming out this year that I really want to play for the channel. One of them, obviously, Resident Evil 9. There's one called Pragmata coming out, which I'm like 50-50 on whether I'll just play that for myself on PS5 or if I'll play it for the channel and play it on PC for you guys, because I primarily record everything on PC. I don't want to fucking fiddle around trying to record on PS5 and then fucking around with that. So there's that. But yeah, the new James Bond game is coming out. I'm actually really excited for that. So I'm hoping that I can yeah, play that, and I'll probably play it for the channel. I don't know if it'll do well, but I definitely am interested to play it. I think it'd be pretty sweet, pretty cool. As for other new games, yeah, like I said, the Fatal Frame 2 remake's coming out. That would be interesting. Yeah, no promises on playing these day one, though. The glaring issue here is I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, so obviously these games, their minimum requirements is 16 gigs RAM, which means I can't record while playing the game, because that just doesn't work. So I tried that with Sniper Elite Resistance, which so happy I didn't make into a playthrough like I originally was going to, because that game just did not live up to the expectations of Sniper Elite 5. It was just a glorified DLC, but more on that later. But yeah, big glaring issue is here. I am, by the end of the month, probably going to purchase some RAM and upgrade from 16 gigs to 32 gigs. Problem is, RAM shortage. So for RAM, for me, to get 32 gigs, it's 400 Australian dollars. So I'm probably just going to work on that after, like, the end of the month, early February. I'll try and work on that and get some RAM. Yeah, so hopefully nothing goes wrong, and then I'll, you know, have, yeah, enough RAM to play and record newer games this year for you guys, such as, yeah, Resident Evil 9. That's going to be really cool. I'm very excited for that, especially starting out as like a horror channel, but of course now we're going to separate from that. I think it'll be really great to play. Definitely. So, yeah, I think that's really all, really. It's a short little update video I'm just going to chuck up because, you know, this won't do so well, but I'll probably be like another guide for the year. I can't really think of anything else, but yeah, hope this year goes well. Thank you everyone that's watched and subscribed and is interested, and especially if you've stuck around to watch this video and whatever. I mean, if you actually care or not, but yeah. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this year of 2026 and how things progress the channel, how things evolve and change. So yeah, I think that covers it. I think that's it. See you guys in the next video. Peace.